The story begins at a high school party, where we see a group of friends discovering a new app. This app claims to predict the exact time of a person's death. Jokingly, the friends all download the app and make a bet. Whoever has the least amount of time left has to drink all the alcohol on the table. Before downloading the app, everyone is shown a user agreement, and like everyone else, they accept it without reading it. After that, they start seeing a countdown of their remaining life. For most it seems normal, some have 20 years left, while others have 60 years. But Courtney notices that according to the app, she has only 3 hours left to live. Seeing this, Courtney gets a bit scared. However, her friends take it as a joke, and since Courtney lost the bet, she's supposed to drink all the alcohol on the table. Just then, Courtney's boyfriend Evan arrives and he ends up drinking all the alcohol himself in her place. As a result of drinking so much, Evan gets drunk. Courtney tries to stop him from driving, but he doesn't listen. Already shaken by the app, she decides to get out of the car and walk home. Evan, angry, leaves her behind and drives off by himself. As she makes her way home, she starts seeing strange things along the route and feels as though someone is following her. She also receives a notification from the app stating that she has violated the user agreement. When she finally gets home, a short while later, an unseen entity kills her. To make matters worse, her phone's timer hits 0, proving that the app wasn't a joke after all. At the same time, we see that Evan's car crashes, and a tree branch lands exactly on the seat where Courtney would have been sitting. This clearly proves that Courtney's death was inevitable. Next, we're introduced to a trainee nurse named Quinn, who is the main character of the movie. At that time, she's working at a hospital where Evan is also admitted. Evan tells Quinn everything about the Countdown app, explaining how his girlfriend downloaded it and died exactly at the predicted time. Quinn tries to reassure Evan, explaining that it's probably just a coincidence. However, Evan had also downloaded the app and has only 19 hours left to live. He's scheduled for surgery in exactly 19 hours, and according to the app, he will die during that surgery. Despite this, Quinn encourages Evan to stay hopeful and assures him that nothing will happen. After some time, Quinn tells her coworkers about the app, and out of curiosity, they all download it onto their phones. They find that their countdowns are quite long, indicating that they have a good amount of time left to live. Just then, a girl is brought into the hospital who has taken some drugs and is unable to breathe. Although she is technically already dead, the doctors still administer a medicine through a syringe, and miraculously, she comes back to life. Quinn also downloads the app and becomes distressed when she sees that she has only 2 days left to live. This news deeply unsettles her and causes her considerable anxiety. Quinn's family includes her father and a younger sister named Jordan, who is upset with Quinn because she only visits them occasionally. The next day, instead of going through with the surgery, Evan decides to run away from the hospital. He receives a notification from the app stating that he has violated the user agreement. After that, a demon starts pursuing Evan. The demon appears before him in the form of Courtney, throws him to the ground, and he dies on the spot. Evan's death occurs exactly at the predicted time. The next day, Quinn learns about Evan's death and secretly examines his body and phone. She discovers that his phone's countdown had reached 0, and Evan died exactly at that moment. Quinn now fully believes that the app is real. Her death is supposed to happen the day after tomorrow, and she had planned to visit her mother's grave with her father and sister on that day. This means there is a high chance of an accident occurring on their trip, which could result in Quinn's death. Quinn is unable to uninstall the app, and to avoid her impending death, she calls her dad to postpone their planned visit. Since Quinn has tried to delay her death and thus violated the user agreement, the demon now begins to pursue her as well. Quinn thoroughly investigates the application and discovers that many people have experienced similar situations. It becomes clear that the app has manipulated the lives of numerous individuals. She also watches a video where a girl discusses the app, and during the video, the girl dies. Afterward, Quinn reads the comments where people have called the app fake, which helps her feel a bit more at ease. Suddenly, Quinn sees Evan's ghost, which frightens her greatly. She ends up smashing her phone and spends the entire night in her car. The next morning, Quinn's sister Jordan comes to visit her, and during their conversation, she learns about the app as well. However, Quinn firmly tells Jordan not to download the app. Afterwards, Quinn goes to a mobile shop to buy a new phone, hoping that the new device will not have the killer app. But as soon as she gets the new phone, the app automatically downloads itself onto it. Inside the car, a demonic entity attacks Quinn, causing her to have an accident. She manages to get out of the car, terrified. There she meets a young man who also has the same app downloaded on his phone and has very little time left. They both go to a bar and install the app on a drunk person's phone to read the user agreement. The app even reveals the specific location where each person will die. However, everyone who has died so far had violated the user agreement because they didn't pay much attention to it. On the other side, while Matt is in the restroom, he sees a demonic version of his younger brother, who attacks him. Despite the attack, Matt manages to escape unharmed. Afterward, both of them go to a priest and explain everything about the app to him. After hearing their story, the priest recounts a tale from the Bible. He tells them about a prince who was about to go into battle and was very scared. The prince asked an old gypsy woman if he would survive the war. The old lady tells him that she can reveal the exact time of his death, but the condition is that the prince must not try to avoid his fate after learning it. The prince agrees, and she tells him that he will die in battle. Ignoring the lady's advice, the prince sends his younger brother into battle instead, and the brother is unharmed. They win the battle, but a demon named Ozan starts to pursue the fearful prince. The demon torments him and ultimately kills him exactly at the time foretold by the prophecy. The priest believes that the app might be a modern version of the old gypsy lady's scroll. He thinks that if he could examine the app's code, he might be able to find a way to counter the demon. They both go back to the mobile shop owner, where Quinn had bought her phone. They ask him to hack the app for them, and tempted by the offer, he agrees to help. The app is not a small or simple application, it's a massive 60-gigabyte file. They are astonished at how such a seemingly simple timer app can be so large and complex. The shop owner manages to crack its code, revealing some written information. Quinn takes a photo of this information for further examination. In addition, there were many users listed with their life countdowns, including the mobile shop owner's name. Notably, Jordan's name also appeared, indicating that she had downloaded the app as well. Her remaining time was not significantly different from Quinn's. It was roughly the same. The owner modifies the app's code to extend the remaining time for Quinn, Jordan, Matt, and himself. They believe that everything is now normal and under control. However, this is far from the truth. Late at night, we see Quinn and Matt still together at Quinn's house. Matt reveals that he had a younger brother many years ago who was always sick and received all the attention. Matt used to steal his brother's toys out of jealousy, but then his brother died, and Matt still carries the guilt to this day. Quinn also shares that one night, she left home for a party without telling anyone. When her mom went outside to look for her, she was killed in an accident with a drunk driver. In the middle of the night, when Quinn wakes up, she sees that Matt has his hand on her. Just then, Matt comes in from outside. This leaves Quinn wondering whose hand she had felt. At that moment, the demon attacks them, and their phones update their lifetimers once again, causing them to panic once more. Then Quinn realizes that Jordan's life is also in danger. Meanwhile, Jordan is attacked by a demonic version of their mother. Just in time, Quinn arrives to rescue her, and the three of them go back to the priest. Matt shows the priest the code version of the app, and after reading it, they discover that it's a curse that can indeed be broken. This means that if someone dies before their time, or if the timer is defeated, the curse can be broken. Obviously, no one wants to die, so they decide to beat the timer. They plan to overcome it by any means necessary, believing that if they can beat the timer by even a single second, they will succeed in breaking the curse. The priest, along with the others, creates a protective circle using ancient rituals. As long as they stay within this circle, no demonic forces or demons can touch them. The four of them enter the circle. Since Matt is first in line to face death, and the demon cannot enter the protective circle, the demon shows Matt the ghost of his deceased brother. Seeing his brother's ghost makes Matt emotional, and he steps out of the protective circle. The demon then takes Matt away and leaves him on the road. The other three follow behind. Suddenly, a car hits Matt, and he dies exactly at the predicted time. Quinn is deeply distressed by this outcome. Now Jordan is next in line, but as they step outside, Jordan is severely injured. Quinn brings Jordan to her own hospital for treatment. There, she learns from the other nurses that the doctor had attempted to abuse them. Quinn thinks that by killing Dr. Sullivan, she could take his 57 years of life. She lures the doctor into the basement, under the pretense of a meeting. Just as she is about to kill him, the demon Ozan intervenes and saves the doctor, as no one can die before their time. Meanwhile, the demon Ozan finds Jordan and attempts to kill her. Just as Ozan is about to succeed, Quinn confronts him with a drug and threatens to take her own life if he harms her sister. The demon then tries to trick Quinn by appearing as her mother, but Quinn isn't deceived and remains steadfast. She injects herself with the drug, ending her life. Since Quinn died before her predicted time, Ozan's power is proven false, and he vanishes in a cloud of dust. Quinn's plan succeeds, and Jordan's life is saved. Jordan then goes to Quinn, crying, and notices some writing on her hand. She also finds a vial of naloxone in Quinn's hand. Jordan quickly prepares an injection with the naloxone, and administers it to Quinn, which counteracts the morphine's effects and revives her. Exactly like what happened to the girl at the start of the movie, both Quinn and Jordan's timers stop. This proves that Quinn's plan was successful and that the curse is now lifted from both of them. Now, Quinn receives a notification on her phone that Countdown 2.0 has been installed. This indicates that the demon has also updated itself, suggesting that something might happen to them again. That night, we see the mobile shop owner sitting with a friend. As soon as his friend goes to the restroom, he checks his phone and receives a message from the Countdown app, similar to the one everyone had gotten before, indicating that the user agreement has been violated. The message refers to hacking the app. At that moment, the restaurant's lights go out, and the demon kills him as well. The movie ends with this chilling conclusion.